So Burkina Faso didn't just fall apart. It was systematically destabilised, and it's being kept that way. After independence in 1960, the French never really left. They controlled the money, they controlled the trade, they backed puppet leaders, and anytime a nationalist rose up, they crushed him. In 1987, Thomas Sankara, the revolutionary who tried to make Burkina Faso self-reliant, was assassinated, backed by France, backed by Western interests. After that, it was handed back to the usual corrupt elites, and the country has been drained of its resources, used for its gold, for its cotton, for its cheap labour. In exchange, the people got poverty, repression, the entire Sahel region flooded with weapons, especially after the NATO invasion in 2011. When Libya collapsed, militants with arms flooded straight into Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger. Western powers knew this would happen. They used it to justify counter-terrorism interventions. Another excuse to send troops into the region. Does this not give you a clue? Look, Financial Times, August. Burkina Faso nationalises 2 gold mines. Suddenly, 30th of August. Fuck's sake. BBC. 27th of August, nationalises gold mines. 29th of August, UK government statement, civilian massacres and media suspensions. This is not internal chaos, this is externally controlled chaos. Terror groups don't appear from nowhere. They thrive when the state is weak, and the powers external are keeping it weak. Because the cycle of coups and militias and jihadists and poverty is not accidental. It is how control is being exercised without calling it colonization. Now that Burkina Faso is finally saying no to France, the narrative is suddenly changing. Suddenly it's unstable. Suddenly it's human rights abuse. Ibrahim Traoré took power in 2022 through a coup with popular support and pushed out French troops. He's been trying to cut ties with the West and nationalise gold production to keep the wealth in his country. They partnered with Russia deliberately for survival, not out of ideology. The Western media is ramping it up, calling him an authoritarian dictator and dangerous. Western intelligence is watching him closely, stirring instability, planting stories, quietly trying to isolate him with regional allies. Because he threatens old power systems, French colonial extraction, Western military bases where they shouldn't be, control over the gold of Africa. The West doesn't give a shite whether there's human rights abuse in Burkina Faso. It prefers them actually. They divide and conquer, chaos continues. It fears the order that might come without them.